Welcome back to another Guardian Tales video, boys. We just had the daily reset, so that means the raid is over. Guild ranked 12, and I think I'll jump into my stuff real quick. But we got some gems. Can I? Yeah. Battle log. I might have got pushed off. I don't think it can hold all of the attacks. But, nope. Dum. Where the hell am I guess I got pushed off. I could have missed it. Whatever. Nobody cares. Let's show what's up. So we were, like halfway in the middle of the pack here. What are you doing? Reconnect? Yeah, let's reconnect. Let's see. So this is kind of like a snapshot. We're going to compare to this in the future. I do plan to do a whole lot better than this. We've had some recent improvements on the roster. We've got the Garam weapon, we've got the Tinia weapon, etc., etc. We've got some decent accessories and whatnot. So hopefully we can compete well with what we did in this raid. Obviously the bosses change and all that. That's fine. But also a couple things. We did finish off a lot of bosses, so we might have taken a battle where we did like half the damage we should have, or maybe a tenth of the damage we should have. I felt as the new guy on the block that, if I had those opportunities, I should kind of take them. But in the future, it probably won't be the case. If we're able to kind of be middle of the pack, I'm going to try to be a little bit more patient and try to make my DPS count a little bit more. Also, we had like 3 different times where we crashed out on a boss and our attack was just gone. So hopefully that'll be better. I don't know. We can figure something to be more consistent. I haven't had that happen in a raid before, but in this raid, at least 3 of my attacks on 3 separate days, we lost one of them. So if you add all that up, I think we've got a good chance to get to like 45. Something like that. We'll see, but just kind of nice to look at it. And then here, as far as progress, you got Mew up at the top. Look at that, it's ridiculous numbers. It's ridiculous. That means everybody is doing like 2.4 million every attack every time on average to get 3 billion. Kit Kat is up there, and Bobcat up there, and then we're at 12. If you look at the roster here, it would be really nice. I never like joining. I mean, I'm never against it, but I prefer to join a guild and help it grow and help it get somewhere versus just joining at the top and riding coattails and telling everybody how great I am. It is kind of nice when you have a little bit of that. You get to take ownership of the building process. But so obviously, it'd be great to get up in the 10 bracket, and I think we can do it. We got some big boys. We got some strong folks up in here, and a lot of people have had a lot of improvement recently. So that would be really nice. Jump up there, get an extra 300 gems. Not the biggest thing in the world. If we get up to 5, man, we get up to top 5, man. 600 gems, fellas. All right, anyways. So you get the idea. Not a big deal. And let's get out of there. Let's go and do some polls. Usually I don't do my polls on video, not because I'm trying to avoid it, just because for me the reset is 2 a.m. and then my PvP is 9 p.m. So it doesn't really work out. And I'm not that patient, but maybe I should be. We do have the free 10 pulls. You can use them on hero or you can use them on equipment. Very easy to not know that. And let's see. So let's do 100 pulls on everything. Even though I have this item, MLB, the chance of getting it or another weapon for 100 gems is actually pretty good. It's worth it, even though we didn't get it there. And I think we're gonna try to MLB this one. I think our Agma getting some upgrades on his weapon would be actually quite nice. It could be in here. The little red thing, the red words on the side of the box, it's definitely not. The red words on the side of the box means it's something new to you, but you can actually get a white box out of something like this, but didn't happen right there. There's a lot of stuff in there. Got a lot of magic metal. I guess you always get 100 magic metal for doing a 10 pull, so whatever. But there you go. That's probably not the worst thing I've ever pulled. Not the best. Let's do the 100 gems. I'm not going to pull any heroes because I have all the heroes. I could get mileage and I could get hero crystals, but I'm just going to save it. We can always burn those gems in the future. I'm not really backed up on mileage at the moment. In fact, Legendary Awakening Stones are actually my real limiting factor. So let's go over here. What is this? Is this Sage Beat or is this the healer weapon? I think both of them are on the ticket, but didn't happen. Bum, bum, bum. If you're wondering my strategy on how I've gotten so much stuff on the account, I just do the 100 gem pulls. That's it. There we go. This is something. Whose weapon was this? Was this, is it Lon or is it Aleph? Bum, ba, da, bum. I thought you only, that's awesome. I thought you only got the red words on the side when it was new to you. And I thought you only went through this animation if it was new to you. So there you go. We both learned something right there. That's exactly what I wanted. And we got it on the Vish banner. Like I said, those 100 gem banners are worth it. It's been a long time since I've gotten something. I usually average at least one thing a month, and then this obviously has more 100 gem pulls than usual. So our chance is probably a little bit higher, but that is exactly what I want. I would really love to MLB the Ogma weapon. Get that extra defense. I mean, Concrete has a 600,000 toughness Ogma. Mine is like 420. You know what I'm saying? How is that even a thing? I mean, I could tell you how it is a thing, but anyways, to be honest, we got something else. Who knows? Maybe it was the luck of filming that made this happen. But we're almost there. I would definitely like to get 2 more of these weapons. That would be amazing. Hopefully we'll get one of them before the event is over. But we are 2 Eugene weapons away from MLB in Eugene. And regardless of my play skill on Eugene, Eugene is definitely worth having. Although I hated Eugene until I got the 5-star. Once I got the 5-star, I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So what I learned from that is never rate a hero before you have their X weapon, of course, but also don't rate them before you have the 5-star. The 5-star bonus is very important. And there you go. So that's not a bad day. We did the free 10 pull. We'll keep doing that until we can't do that anymore. And then I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm not going to do any of the hero pulls because I have all the heroes, all the unique heroes at least, and I don't think it's worth it just for the mileage. I mean, I'm most likely going to pull like 1 mileage for 100 gems. That just doesn't feel great. And like I said, limiting factor is not hero crystals. I'm actually throwing hero crystals into Lupina, and I think in the distant future I will full reset Lupina when I need a bunch of currency. I'm not having the greatest time with Lupina, even though her weapon is MLB. But there you go, fellas. So, not doing the heroes. I guess I'll save those gems for the next event. Speaking of which, the next event, there is a new hero that I definitely want. I'll leave it at that. Did I get anything from here? You guys can see what I've been working on. Where are we going next? I think we're doing Vish next, and then we'll get that mileage. And I'm gonna eventually try to get everything, but we have Future Princess, Nari, and Ogma. Those are all MLB. Maya is also MLB, and Eugene is MLB, so there's no rush on those things. But I do want the mileage in every slot, so hopefully we can finish this thing and make that happen. But let's go and look at some items. Inventory. Let's look at it through Ogma so I can show the comparison. I don't know if you can show comparison otherwise. So, Ogma's current weapon is not amazing. I think it's good, but I don't think it's amazing. So let's see what's going on here. What do we got? Less hit points, same defense, less recovery on kill. It's not really looking that great. Let's go over here just to, all right. So, oh wow. Our attack is actually the highest it could possibly be. Hit points is the highest it could be, and defense the highest it could be. Oh man, it's another example of, even hit point recovery is almost as high as it can be. Another example of having a great weapon, but it doesn't have the weapon skill regen, which makes it from an A++ to like a B-. Because because the weapon skill regen speed. Because I mean, his job is basically PvP. But if he's just on your team and he is not the leader, then it doesn't really matter. So Coliseum and PvE and stuff like that is really good. But our Beth weapon has the same problem. Now we go over here and we're going to go look at Enhance, and we're going to look at Option Change. The DPS is not capped, but it's high. The hit points is low. Defense is high. Recovery is middle. And then the same thing. So we are going to unlock this. And we're going to go to Enhance on the big one. Limit Break. Put it in. This goes out to all my new players that have never seen this before. I'm sure a lot of you have, but that's how Limit Break works. And there is a cap on how much gear that you can hold at a time. And that's why I like to burn off the little pieces earlier. I think it might cost a little bit more gold to use them to upgrade, but that's okay. This keeps my inventory fairly clean. And one of the leaks that I'll give you guys is in the next 2 weeks, you will be able to expand your inventory with gems if you want to. I think you can hold 500 things right now, and I do believe that includes your hammers. And I think you can up it to like a max of 800. I have had a bunch of times where my where my inventory got full and I had to deal with it, which is usually doing something like this. So not the most fun thing. I wonder if it's like a data issue that the developers do to make sure they don't have like one player that never cleans their inventory and it actually becomes, or not one player, but if they have a ton of players that never clean their inventory, is that actually enough data to cause a problem? Maybe it is, or maybe maybe it's just bad to have any sort of variable without a specified cap. So like, whatever, 500 or something. Maybe that's how, I don't know. But we haven't got there yet in our education. Actually, let's go and double check. I want to make sure that I'm not over capping here. And I can get these blues. I don't need these blues. I think overcapped experience is just wasted. So we'll do this. But I no longer need silvers and I barely need blues. And I'm not going to worry about doing my blues for a very long time. But to make space, there you go. If I'm doing something horribly wrong, feel free to tell me. But this is exactly what I wanted. I've been really wanting to focus on Ogma. And it's really hard to focus on the Ogma weapon when my Eugene weapon is 2 away from being MLB because you get that 10% attack there. But I've said it before, I use Ogma probably 5 times more than I use Eugene. Eugene's AI is really bad, so anything that uses AI is not good. And then sometimes Eugene's useful on a map, and a lot of times Eugene is really not useful on a map. And also, you guys know how much I lag when I play Arena. And if you lag on Eugene, it is pretty brutal. I haven't really had any incidents with that lately, but my memory still is pretty clear on that. Those some hard freaking times. So if I get lucky and I 100 gem pull a bunch of these, what's his name, Ogma weapons, then it's a lot easier for me to justify to myself doing that. Because if his weapon turns into like a 71, they're like, well, he only needs 3 and Eugene needs 2. It's not that bad. Make it happen. Get that extra defense. And then we do need to work on this. I will probably throw hammers into the shield I told you guys about, though, instead. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I wish the MLB bonus on this shield was defense. That would make this thing amazing. That would take it from best shield to god tier. But anyways, you get what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Oh, also my princess does have defense cards on at the moment. She was getting wrecked in Camazone, so I switched it to this, and I might check that out in PvP and see how that is. But usually I like attack cards on almost everybody except for Ogma. So there you go. It has been a long day. It has been a long day, but in a relatively good way. We are working on the town. I'm trying to get everything up to level 8. And I think this is the last thingy thing right here. Is this level 8? Yeah. So we're done with that. We're going to come up here. We're going to make everything here level 8. Everything in this cluster is actually level 10 already. And then we're going to come back down here, and then we're going to make everything level 9, and then level 9, and then level 9, and then 10, 10, 10. And then by the time we've done that, I might actually come back and destroy some of these that are... they're high-ish level, except for this. This is a that's a good building, but they're low quality buildings, even if they're high level. That's what I'm trying to say. So, quick little what's up, little update. We did some stuff. We pulled some things. As always, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.